Hello, welcome to Tea Tarot. This is Simona, and this is going to be your weekly reading for 27th of September until 3rd of October. So I'm recording this a bit later than usually, my usual weekly readings, because I just didn't have time over the weekend. So I'm recording this on 28th of September on Tuesday. So we've already started the week. However, I thought that it will be still pretty good to check in the energies and to check in where we're at, and to start from the very beginning, from Monday, and to start with the overall energy of the entire week. So it seems like there's a lot going on. We have in the center of the reading, which is basically the overall energy of the week, we have Ace of Wands. And yeah, look at this Ace of Wands. There's just so much energy there. It's shining, it's glowing, it's on fire, or it's just sprinkling, erupting life, new life in some way. So there is this sense of activation, of something new, of like maybe new path. But it's very interesting because when this card comes, very often it indicates a new life which comes from the death, the decay of the old one. So from what we've shed the past few weeks or months, years, for some of us, what we've shed, what we've let go of, whatever deaths we've experienced in our lives, from that place has nourished the soil in our beings, in our souls, and from that fertility comes new life, a new path emerges, which is full of potential, it's full of opportunities, it's full of creativity, it's full of passion, just lots of passion and joy and energy and yeah, just fire, just activating energy of the fire element. So this is kind of like, this is the overall energy of the week. This is what we may be working with, some of us. And this expresses in many different ways for each one of us. But overall, the meaning, like the message I get from this card is literally here, take this gift, like I'm passing you this gift, and this gift is a new life for you. It's time to step fully into this new life. There is no longer need to dwell on the past. That is gone. You've done the work, and it's okay to switch your focus to what's the opportunities, the exciting things, to what's coming or what you're creating, to the future, to the present, to the good stuff here and now. So I just get this vibe of there's, for the time being, no more shadow work, no more just being in the depths of your subconsciousness, reconciling and healing and releasing. It's time to have fun. It's time to connect with people. It's time to go out there to find what's there for you, basically. Okay, so that's the overall energy of the week. And Monday starts with 7 of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles is quite an interesting card, actually. It always gives me quite a lot of difficulty when it comes out on its own and I have to interpret it. But today it feels very fruitful. It almost feels like, for some reason, it almost doesn't feel like a pentacle energy. It almost feels like a wand energy for some reason. Very interesting. It's like, because look at this growth here, and in the center we have this wand connecting all of the pentacles. It almost feels like these pentacles are the fruits on this, I don't know, plant, tree, whatever it is, whatever it represents. So it feels like Monday is a very fruitful day, in a way, in some way. Like, it carries a lot of value, because the pentacles are about value, in particular, a lot more about value than money. Like, it's the value in our life. What gives you value? Is it money? Is it connections with people? Is it the work you're doing, like the creativity? So there is that invitation to connect, or maybe reflect on what is valuable in your life, and what gives you that sense of value and deep satisfaction. There's also another message which comes, if some of you are working on something, a project, job, relationships, whatever, changing your life for the better, so you live your dream, or whatever, but you're not quite seeing the fruits yet. This card says that patience is required because you're doing it. Just wait, keep doing whatever you're doing, and wait, because it's coming. Don't go and harvest, or don't, what's the saying? I can't remember the saying, but don't rush to harvest anything before it's time. You've just planted the seeds, so it's not quite yet time to receive the harvest from it. So wait for it to fully ripen, basically. Interesting. It is, it is a very fruitful energy. Monday was, for some of us, a very fruitful day in some aspect, in some way. Very interesting. Fruitful, but not entirely fulfilling. Not entirely fulfilling all our needs, but still fruitful. Whatever that means for you. I hope it makes sense. On Tuesday we have the King of Swords. This is very interesting energy. I feel that the King of Swords carries, so I'm recording this on Tuesday in the evening, and it kind of makes sense for me, because let me just interpret the card for you, and then I'll tell you. It's a very it feels like a very organized, structured energy, very clear and sharp, and kind of like I've got a plan type of energy. But also there's another thing. This king has got very strong boundaries. This sword is his boundary. That's why he's free to look backwards to see what's there behind him, because he's protected by his sword. So whatever's here, coming from here, cannot pass without, you know, going through his sword, being cut through his sword, through his truth and clarity and authenticity and honesty and, you know, whatever else, and intellectual, you know, mastery. There is something else. Okay, for some of us, this could be a person whom you're dealing with, or your own energy, or just the overall energy of the day, where the sword is not seen. Someone is looking maybe at you, um, but the sword is behind. So there is a bit of a edgy energy of be careful. Not be no, I don't want to scare anyone. It's not be careful because something is dangerous, but be clear about, be the King of Swords. Don't be at the mercy of the King of Swords, basically. Rise to be the King of Swords rather than be the object that the King of Swords protects himself from or looks at. If you know what I mean. Because when we embody this energy is incredibly clear, very truthful. However, if you're dealing with it externally, it could be a difficult energy because it can come across as cold-hearted, not very emotional, not very compassionate energy, very rigid it could be. Yeah. A very masculine day as well. I feel like today, like Tuesday, is a very, very masculine energy for some reason, very insightful, but a lot into our masculine self, of the conqueror, of the thinker, of the doer, of the planner, of the And it's interesting because Wednesday is a very feminine energy. So I like this. I like this because it's balancing, you know. So Tuesday we are more into the masculine, and on Wednesday we're invited to step more into the feminine, into the warm, nurturing, caring, but also quite creative, and still creative energy, which still is focused and projected into the outer world, into the external world, so it can create something. It can manifest opportunities for herself. That's what she does. She's a wonderful, this queen, this archetype. She's a wonderful friend, and a wonderful nurturer, a wonderful she can be a wonderful family, like a female figure, but still a figure in leadership. So she knows how to care, nurture, love, but also she's the leader. She's the boss, okay? She's the one who creates things and says how to do things. She knows how to lead people. She knows how to lead herself into the world, how to forge a new path for herself. So there is a sense of maybe busyness, but it's not busyness in the sense of in a negative sense. It's a very positive busyness. It's a stepping into your power and committing to the things which you would like to create, to your dreams, to your desires, just taking things into your own hands and doing those things, okay? Or whether that is speaking from your heart, just taking the initiative. I feel that's kind of the overall message for Wednesday. Or for some of us, it could be just that we're quite busy that day and we have work to do here and there and there. But it is fulfilling. It is coming from that space of literally stepping into your power and leadership and going for it. Just going for it, committing to the task at hand. On Thursday, we have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, that's the Nine of Cups. So Cups, the Nine of Cups, sometimes, for some reason, that's what came to me now. Like in playing cards, for example, in some playing card systems, sometimes it's almost that wishful, like this desire for connection. It's like so much compassion and so much giving and so much love, but it's almost like it's so much that it's coming from, it's almost like breaking the heart or something. That's very interesting message that's coming through. You know, when you feel touched, when you suddenly, I don't know how to explain it, when you suddenly like look at the sky, for example, or the sunset, or a leaf falling, or you're somewhere in nature and you're in so much alignment and so much and so tapped into the synergy of the world, and you're so much in the feeling of belonging here on the earth, and just open to receive that immense love. Sometimes it's so overwhelming that the heart, like, at least that's how I feel sometimes, it almost makes me cry because it's so beautiful, you know? So I get that energy for some of us, like being so touched somehow, in some way, on Thursday, having the opportunity to tap into that energy, to receive the beauty in your life, the gifts in your life, to see all these beautiful cups, all these beautiful connections, all these beautiful interactions and relations, and to celebrate them and to really receive them, to open yourself to receive that. It's a beautiful energy. Wow, amazing. So this could manifest in many different ways. This could be, for some of us, this could mean gathering with loved ones and celebrating, party, who knows, drinking, literally cups, drinking. But it's all about the things of the heart, the things here, the emotions, the feelings, the love we feel. So it's all about that. It's all about relating from that space. Okay, interesting, yeah. I may come back to that. We'll see. Let's crack on. The next one is Five of Pentacles. And that's really interesting. That comes after such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful opening, heart opening energy. Literally bursting the heart, breaking the heart so it opens. Breaking the heart shell around the heart or something. So Five of Pentacles, every time when I see Five of Pentacles, it just feels a little bit isolating, because we have two here and two here, and they've surrounded this one in the middle. that one kind of feel like, I mean, it creates a beautiful geometric figure, doesn't it? It's quite beautiful, but at the same time, the 5 is quite interesting from numerological perspective, because it shakes, it breaks literally, and it shakes the foundation of 4, because 4 is very sturdy and very stable, and when 5 is added, like when another number, another part is added, so it's 5, suddenly that foundation, that structure is shaken. It's no more stable. But that this is so necessary, this change, this growth is so necessary, and it's almost like a transition which takes you to 6, and the 6 is more of a like more expansive and energy, where you can breathe and you can thrive. And 4 is a little bit constructive. You can't dwell in 4 for too long, because it becomes suffocating, although it's comfortable, although it's secure. So 5 is a blessing, but I feel like it's almost like a blessing in disguise, because it's uncomfortable. Because it could bring insecurities on the surface, maybe fears about your own value, or fears about finances in your life, fears about lack, you know, not being enough, maybe something like that. But this is good. I feel like this is good energy to be faced with on Friday, especially after Thursday. It's good because it's almost like whatever happens on Thursday, that energy of heart opening, it cannot be maintained for long if this is not faced, if the fear, if the insecurities within ourselves are not faced and released. And in the moment we do that, and we are absolutely fine with this, with our insecurities or our weaknesses, or however that expresses for you guys, in that moment we're no more afraid of it. We're no more running away from it. We face it, we see it, we feel it, we're aware of it, and we know that's not the whole truth. It's just a little part of us which is insecure and which is afraid, and we learn how to hold space for this part, how to be good to it, how to give more love to it, to ourselves in these moments, how to care for ourselves in these moments when we feel insecure or not quite stable, when we're in growth. Because this is exactly when instability happens, when we're growing, and remembering that growth is good, and it's not comfortable, but it's good. And it's so needed. That's what life is. We grow, always ever changing and shifting. So there is this opportunity to integrate these energies, and and on Saturday to completely merge, unite with spirit, with our higher self, with our soul, with subconscious and conscious, just to totally experience this. It's almost like the spiritual union, the union of the soul and the body, or the mind and the soul, or I don't know, or the mind, the soul, the body, everything, like all parts of you are uniting in this holy union, which the Two of Cups is. So it's a beautiful, loving exchange of energy within yourself and within your interactions. For some of you, that could be meeting a loved one, connecting with a loved one, exchanging vows, exchanging promises, exchanging love. Well, not so much promises, but it's like love, exchanging love. And this could be literally a situation you're in. You could be in a situation which gives you so much love and nourishment and inspiration, and you in exchange also give a lot to the situation because it's so nourishing for you and you love it as well. You love the situation you're in, you love what you're doing, that you're also giving a lot to it. So it's a beautiful exchange of kind of it's unconditional love, really. And this doesn't have to be just between two people. This could be, as I said, in a situation, in a work situation, in a friendship, within yourself. And that's the most important, I think, because very often we don't give that to ourselves and we expect someone else to give it to us. So it's that union with the self. And how wonderful. And then we finish on Sunday with the Queen of Cups. So such a beautiful, loving energy. It progresses here, like the second half of the week. So the first half starts more dynamic, maybe more reflective, maybe more thinking about or striving to, or not even striving, but kind of more busy and physical and intellectual, and the second half feels like a total heart space, feeling, emotion, flowing with it, water, mutability, love. Love offers to you, to the world, offering love and receiving love, opening up to receive love. So I feel that on Sunday, this Queen is teaching us that to how to truly love unconditionally ourselves and thus the world around us too, and how to open ourselves to receive that the same, because it's very important to be able to receive. And I just know that, personally know a lot of people, and I know myself, that sometimes it's really hard to receive. We forget how to do it. We focus too much on the giving rather than the receiving. So I get a very strong invitation on Sunday, in particular with this Queen, to receive, to open up, to receive. There is an energy of emotional depth, intelligence, understanding here, especially Saturday and Sunday, with these two cups. Understanding of your own depth, your own feelings, your own needs, your own it's like, what I'm getting is like you as love itself. So what I mean by saying this is, if like you completely like opening up for the energy, the loving energy in your life, and seeing through the eye, or allowing love to see through your eyes and hear through your ears and speak through your mouth and smell through your nose and touch with your hands and feel and breathe and everything. Like, allow that energy to be you. I hope that made sense. I think that's it. That's all, yeah. So I'll summarize. Yeah, we have a new beginning here, very powerful, wonderful, new path, new life, emerging from the old. The first half of the week is, we've got strong chord cards here, the feminine and masculine. It feels almost like a balancing of the feminine and masculine. One day we're a lot into the masculine, and the other day we're a lot into the feminine. So there is a balancing there of the two energies. And then the next day, on Thursday, we have almost like a union, or or some kind of healing happening there of these two energies. On Friday, potentially like purging and releasing, or really clearly seeing where our insecurities are and where our value is. This also, I think this card also is the body, the card of the body. So invitation to take care of your body, to be good to your physical, beautiful vessel. And then Saturday and Sunday, beautiful unions, reconciliations, loving exchange, caring, nurturing, wonderful energy. So I hope this resonated with some of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please click the thumbs up. This really helps the channel. And subscribe. Comment below how this resonates with you this week. And you can follow me on my other social media platforms where I do more tarot and more ceremony, and we announce also moon ceremonies and different interesting workshops. So yeah, I hope you like this. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of the week. Bye.